everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige. This is Seeking Alexandriana. I'm so excited. Okay, so today is part 2 of the Mac and Patrick Starrr collection. Today we are looking at the oh my god, every single time. You guys, it is Me So Chic, and in my mind, they are both she shows, and there was never a she there to begin with, so I apologize for the numerous times I said it in yesterday's video. I was gonna say last week's video. No. All the times I said it in yesterday's video, and all the times that I very well may say it today, I'm sorry, but it is Me So Chic and Me So Fleek, and today we are looking at the Me So Chic. I'm super excited about this one. It's a lot more demure than the other collection, so I thought we would kind of dive right in. I'm not going to go through and show you like the packaging and the price point and all that because we already went over it. Everything is exactly the same as far as how they look, the aesthetic, the packaging, everything like that is identical, so just FYI. But as far as the palette, oh my god, I'm so excited. Look at this sexy beast. Now I do want to give you a comparison real quick of this one to the other one. There was a couple shades in here that I was like, are these really that similar? And I feel like, I think that they are similar, but at the same time I can see like the subtle variances. So I think that the matte shade in the Fleek one, and then this is the matte shade in the Chic one, but if you look at the swatch, that very top shade right there, that's today's, and it looks very similar to me as the one that I used in yesterday's video, which is this guy right up here. So this guy and then this guy are the two matte shades. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like this one is probably going to build up to be very similar, but I mean overall they are a little bit different. This one carries a much more cohesive theme to it, so I'm pretty excited to try them out. And of course we have the blush, which I went ahead and I did swatch everything on my hand. So these are the two sides to the blush, the lipstick, and then the gloss. And actually here, you know what, why don't I show you? I would compare the blush, but I already put the other one away because I love that color. But these are the two blush shades right here. One is almost more like a bronzy look to it, while the other one is like a shimmery peach. I'm curious to use these ones because I feel like this might be the kind that I either use them together, or maybe the peach one would be kind of like a topper or something that would add like a flushed look to the cheeks. I'm not sure. And then the lipstick, you guys, like, I'm sorry, as if that swatch is not enough. Like, is this not my color? This is the color of my people. Like, this is, I love this so much. Like, us basic ass people, that is so me. And then look at the stunning gloss. It has like this beautiful gold reflect in it. I'm so excited to try it all out, put it on our face, see what we end up with, and let's zoom in and let's go. Now, obviously, today's look is going to be much more demure than yesterday's, given the point of the collection. I feel like I'm rolling away. But like my chair is like rolling backwards, and I'm like, where are you going? So, anyways, I'm going to start by working this guy into the crease right here. I'm kind of excited, you guys, to have like a little bit of a basic eye look. Not because I'm like sick by any means of doing all the other ones. I just really, I don't know, I have like a desire in me to do a basic look. I've done so many like fun looks. By the way, this is a Wet n Wild fluffy brush apparently, because they don't tell you what kind it is, but it's this brush. But I don't know, lately I've been like doing so many super fun like pops of color that I'm cool every once in a while with doing like a chill eye, like a fun, chill, calm eye. And I love this color. This is such a beautiful crease color. It's super, super buildable. They do have a little bit of kick in pan for the mattes, I will say. But overall, though, I like them a lot. I think that they go on the lid very nicely. They manipulate beautiful. That blended out absolutely beautiful. Like, I love how that blended out. Effortless, no skipping, no getting funny, no fallout. Gorgeous shade. Now I'm thinking for this look specifically, I'm gonna end up, I want to start working this guy into the outer V like very lightly and really diffusing it, but I think I want to go down with a little bit of this purple one first. So we're literally going to work a basic gradient across the eye. So that light shade is in the crease, this is going to go right here, and then this color is going to go closer to the outer V, and then this one's going to be what really smokes out that outer V. The lightest shade and the darkest shade are both matte shades, but the two in the middle are kind of satiny, so they're a little bit like crumbly kind of, at least the swatches were. So I kind of feel like if I use those, I should go in with a little bit of glitter glue just to make them stick. That is not a step that's necessary for everyone. I do it because, as I've said 1,000 times, and I will continue to say in case you are new to my channel, I have super textured lids, so I have a hard time getting anything with a shimmer or anything with like a crumbly feel to it to stick to my lids. It's not normal for everyone, but it is for me. Like, a lot of people can just wet their brush and apply it. I cannot, boo-boo. It does not work for me. It literally falls off my face and takes like my eye makeup with it. So I think what I want to do, because I do want this to stay as relaxed as possible for as far as the look goes, I'm going to go in with some of my Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm just going to pop some onto my main eye, like this portion right through here, but I am going to kind of apply it over this whole area. And then with my finger, I just want to apply, oh my god, what is on here? My world right now is like crashing. Paige, this is what happens when you lose the lid to your glitter glue. My bad. Anyways, I'm just going to take it on my finger here, and I'm going to kind of push it all over the lid, and then also with my finger, I'm going to work the lighter pink shade, or the hotter pink shade, onto the inside portion of my eye, so right in here. And then on the outer portion, I'm going to take a different finger, a clean finger, and I'm going to go in with that other purple. Oh man. I'm a big believer, you guys. I love using my fingers to add stuff to my eye and to blend them out. I know that a lot of people do not love that, and that's totally fine. I don't blame you. It's just, for me, it works a lot better. I feel like I have a lot more control over where stuff goes, how it goes on, all that good stuff. So now I'm going to go back in with some of the other pink shade, and I'm just going to work on fading those two colors together, although that pretty much did it right there. Wow, these shades are beautiful. And they blend so easily together. I'm really loving this right now. That's so pretty. And it literally just like blends over itself. The only thing I would add to this at this moment is something brighter for the inner corner. So when I highlight my inner corner, I'll probably pull it up just a little bit into the eye, so that way it helps brighten everything up. So now on another Wet n Wild brush, I'm going to go in with the darkest purple shade. And we're going to start, and we're just going to kind of set this right at the outer V. And in very small circular motions, I'm just going to kind of run that along. Why is it skipping? What's skipping right there? Oh, there we go. Okay, I think some of the glitter glue got right there. I'm like, why is it skipping? Yeah, a little bit of the glitter glue that I put on the lid got over there, and it caused a little bit of a riff in the color, but that's not the color's fault. That's what happens when you apply glitter glue incorrectly or sloppily, which apparently I did. My bad. That's so pretty. Now I will say, you can kind of see how intense that looks, and it looks really patchy up through here. Now purple is a really difficult shade to make, so I don't know why that's happening. I was going for like a blown out smoky effect, and for some reason it's having a really hard time blending everything together. I'm going back in with that original brush, but there's no additional product on it. I just want to kind of like swish all this around, because I feel like, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Like, there's even a line right here, and I don't know where that line would have come from. Like, I sure as hell didn't put glitter glue all the way up there. I'm going to run back in with some of that light purple shade, and just see if I can go over it maybe and make it look a little bit less patchy. Shh, I'm very busy. Mama got a blend. I think that helped a little bit. I'm going to go back in with the other brush and a little bit more purple, the darker purple. And I'm going to try now maybe I didn't have enough of a base down like with the other purple. I'm making excuses because I really want to love this. Alright, and because I did have to go over it so much, I'm going to go back in with some of that bright pink shade on just my finger. And I'm going to kind of pat it over top of a lot of this right here and just try to lighten up this area a little bit. Oh, that looks a lot better. Okay, all right. And then same with the other purple on another finger right here. I'm just going to go in and kind of lay that one down. I don't think it looks bad. I think on camera it's looking a little bit worse than what it really does in real life. But I think what the problem is that purple, the dark one, that in order to get any pigment out of it, I had to really build it up, and then to build it up really smoked out the whole look. I need like a light pigment or something I can go in here and diffuse that with. Maybe, actually, you know what? I'm just going to take my finger. I'm just going to rub it right up there and see if I can kind of take away some of that color. Okay, wow, that helped a whole lot. So I'm going to go back in again with the original fluffy brush, no product on it. And I'm just going to kind of blow that out a little bit just to help with the fade. But again, there's no product, so I'm just kind of taking away any harsh line right there. And I think it'll look better too when I highlight, because when I highlight, I'll pull it down just a little bit down onto the brow bone. But when I relax my eye, it's really not that bad. It's a hard one for me, you guys, because like purple shadows are already difficult to do just on their own merit. But then, you know, when you put them on a lid like mine that's super textured, and I'm not making excuses, I'm just being honest, it can be really difficult to manipulate them or have them manipulate correctly. But I actually do think that that looks real pretty. And again, I know that this area right here is a little fudged up, but I'm gonna take, I think, you know what, let's grab a highlight real quick. I think to go like with this look, I really want like a bright highlight. I want to go with Ofra, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Vasanti eyeshadow brush. It's just a flat brush, but I'm pretty sure I can get it right in here, and it'll help me kind of draw it up in this area, and it'll help me get right up under this arch. And I'm going in with the Nikki Tutorials Glazed Donut, the collab she did with Ofra, and I want to run that because I kind of want you guys to see. Normally I do this part off of camera, but I want you guys to kind of see what I'm talking about. This is how, or one of the ways I should say, that I handle a shadow when it starts getting a little bit too intense up near my brow bone, is when I do my brow bone highlight, I kind of, oh, whoops, hello, sorry. I kind of pull it down a little bit onto the shadow, like down here. And it helps diffuse it a little bit, but at the same time still gives me that highlight that I'm looking for. So then I go back again, same fluffy brush, still no product, and I just kind of run those two together real light. Like the brush is barely touching my eye at all. But I'm just running it real light together. And then what it does is it kind of helps optically, it like pushes it back down. It looks like you only took it as far as you wanted to, when really it was kind of like oopsie daisies. Whoopsie daisy, whoopsie daisy, come on, whoopsie daisy. Something like that. And I actually think, wow, that looks real pretty. And it really does, and it helps kind of lift and pull the eye too, which is a nice help. Now I am going to go ahead and we're going to do some inner corner loving right here. But I do want to make sure that I pull it up onto the lid. Again, I'm not wanting to like pull it up super far or anything. Just kind of far enough that it helps push back and open the eye back up. Because when you have like smaller eyes like I have, one of the biggest detriments can be making your eyes look even smaller than they already are, which not having a lighted inner corner right there can be a big issue when you have a smaller eye. Because again, it causes it to look more squatty. And I'm just kind of taking the brush and fluffing it right there. And you can see it's just a little bit. Now if you don't like it, or you're like, oh, it's not enough, you can, again, you can take a little bit more. And if you want, you can be careful and kind of really lightly like place it down there. And then I like to see, when you kind of get it to this place, I kind of like to take my little finger here and just tap over and kind of blend it out. That's really pretty. I think because you guys are so up close, it looks kind of funny right now. Like I'm sitting here and I keep looking in the viewfinder and I'm like, why does this look weird? And I think it's because we're up close, because the lights aren't hitting it the same way as they are for me. Like that color, oh my gosh. Whew, all right, girl. Now what do I want to do for this lower lash line situation? I'm going to go in with my Royal & Langnickel smudger brush or detail brush. This is the Balm 18. Again, I think it came in like a what's that called? A beauty BoxyCharm. There we go. I think it came in a BoxyCharm. But I'm going to go in and smoke between the lighter and the darker colors, those two matte purples. And I'm really just going to smoke those out, but I'm going to go in first with this brush, and I'm going to apply the light shade first with not this brush. What am I thinking? Paige, who taught you how to do life? What are you doing? Okay, I'm going to go in with the BH Cosmetics number 7 brush for that and run that onto the lower lash line. My lower lash line face is so cute. Okay, and then with that smudger brush, we're going to go in to the darker purple shade and run that right along the lower lash line. See, I think the deal is, you guys, with the dark purple in this palette, I do think that it's really beautiful. I just think it has a hard time going over top of texture when I was trying to smoke it out. I think that's where the problem came in. Because it is beautiful. And like just now, I packed it onto my lower lash line and it looks beautiful. Okay, so I am going to run off of camera, do that eye, and then we're going to come back and talk about some blush real quick. Alright, so I got the other eye all finished up, and it's kind of looking cooler and cooler the farther that I get. Like, I feel like this is one of those eye looks where I was like, oh, this isn't gonna go good, but now I'm just like, holy ass, that looks so stinking pretty. I think on camera, because of the way the light hits it, it doesn't look as blended, but once it has liner and stuff, I think it'll all kind of filter in together. So for this portion, the blush portion here, I'm gonna go in with this fluffy, yeah, this is the brush. I'm going to go in with a fluffy e.l.f. brush. This is their complexion brush, but it's big and it's fluffy. And the reason I want to go in with this is because I'm actually going to mix both of these together, and it picks up a lot of product, so I really want to dust it off and just make sure that I have a good mix on my brush. And then I'm just going to kind of filter it onto my cheeks. I was going to go in and do them separately, but I really like these two colors together, I think, because it's almost like a bronzy kind of glow, but mixed with like kind of a beautiful pink color, and I thought a fluffier brush would kind of diffuse it. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Can you guys, hold on, I just realized like you're way too close to actually see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I love that. And I am putting it on super duper light amounts, that's why I keep going back into my pan. But that's so pretty, and this brush is so good for blush when you want to like have a really airbrushed or light amount. That's what I use this blush for, or this brush for the most, I would say. And again, it's just an e.l.f. brush. It was only a couple dollars, and it's super duper soft. I just, oh, like, look at, that's so pretty. And Paige, you really shouldn't be using the viewfinder to apply something as critical as blush, okay? It's not a good idea. Okay, seriously, people, I am blushing. I'm blushing. Okay, what do you want? Ooh, look at those cheekbones. Like, all of a sudden, I have cheekbones. Now, the one thing, too, that I know you guys are going to end up trying to, like, come for me on, I always end up applying, oh my god, what? As I was saying, I always apply my lipstick and stuff off of camera just because that's like the order I do my face in. But just so you guys know, like if there was ever an issue with a lipstick or a gloss, or I was like, oh, I hate this, or the coverage was crap, like I would tell you, okay? Just so we're clear, like some people, they're kind of like, oh, well, we couldn't see how it applied. Well, first of all, my lipstick always applies bad. It's like, it does not do well for the lipstick company. I don't care if it's MAC, I don't care who it is. It could be a $5 lipstick, it could be a $1,000 lipstick. And your girl, I'm just like not the best at putting lipstick on, and it takes me forever, and I got these tiny little lips that are useless to the world. So that's a lot of times, like I do it off camera, and then I'll come on and I'll tell you if it's bad. But literally these MAC, I love MAC lipsticks so much. The one that from yesterday's video, it was really good too. So I'm going to run off of camera, I'm going to finish my face, add my highlight, do all that, and then I'm going to give you some final thoughts. I'm going to talk to you about which one of these I would pick if I could only pick one. I'm going to tell you what, all that good stuff. So let's have a little chitty chat. Okay guys, I got everything on finished up, and I have got to be honest, number one, I do know, like I went over a lot of the pink on my eyes, but I think in real life, if you're like super close, it kind of peeks through in certain areas underneath the highlight. I will say, like, let me just kind of break down what I think. I have a little bit more, honestly, to say about this palette than I did about the other one. The other one, I felt like it was really straightforward, a lot of pigment, a lot of, just a lot of overall straightforwardness. But the thing with this palette that I really do enjoy is I know that I kind of took it to the extreme, but the concept behind it being me so chic is, you know, it can be demure, it can be played down, it can be simple, it can be easy. Did I take it to the nth degree and literally undo all of those things? Yes. Do I think that there's something beautiful and like stunning about a, you know, just a really nice purple smoked eye? Absolutely. I'm not saying that at all. I think that this palette for me, it's a little bit, like the other one was really bright, and I wished that that one would have had just a hint of demure to it, but I also feel like those shadows performed a lot better for me than these shadows did. The darkest one, which I told you when I was doing the original eye look, I had mentioned that I had a hard time working it into the crease. It was being kind of a butthead, you know, that kind of situation, and I just like digressed to being like 6 years old. A butthead? Wow. Good job, Paige. But I think what made a big difference when I did this eye, I went in with my really small BH Cosmetics brush and I really stamped the dark purple, and then I worked it out just a little bit. I'd go back in and I grabbed a little more and I built it up, and then I diffused it a little bit, and it performed a lot better that way. So if you are using it, that's just something to note. That's what worked best for me anyways. And I felt like I didn't have as much of a difficult time really having it go everywhere and looking patchy. Doing it that method, or doing it with that method rather, it didn't end up looking patchy at all. So it worked out really nice. My only issue with this palette, other than that, would be there's no light shade, and I found like I wish that this pink right here, for example, would have been a brighter pink, or not even like brighter in the sense of like fuchsia, more intense, because then it would have been what was in the other palette. Brighter or lighter, or you know, just in some way a little bit more like wham to really help open up the eyes, because even if you do a halo eye, you're going to need something to help pull it forward and something to help give it that oomph in the center or in the inner eye or wherever you're trying to put that emphasis. So that would be my only critique of this palette, but overall I think it was pretty good. Again, other than the issues I already said, I think it performed pretty good. The blush I really love. Actually, it's not like my preferred, you know, color scheme at all. I'm not going to say it is, but I really do enjoy it. I think that it went on stunningly. I loved it. It diffused very nicely. Typical MAC blush. Love it, love it, love it. Now that does bring us to the lips, and the one thing I'm going to say is that I love the color of this lipstick, but it doesn't stay as opaque as all their other ones when I put the lip gloss on top of it. Meaning I put the lip glass rather over top of it, and it almost kind of diffused the pigment. And now when I look at my lips, I can actually see my actual lip color through the lipstick. So I don't know if that's just me. I'll continue to play with them a little bit, but I do love the color either way. It looks beautiful with and without the gloss, and I love the gloss. I actually think that it pulls really beautifully both with the lip and the eye. So, I mean, as far as like an overall collection, I really enjoy it. If I had to pick one to purchase, which one would I purchase? Oh, that's a hard one because I like different things about both sides. See, I feel like the first one has like more bright pop and more like intense, but I feel like this one can be played down a little bit more to make you more comfortable. So I guess it all depends on what you're looking for. Honestly, you guys, I don't know that I could pick one. Like, I think it depends on what aesthetic you're going for and what skin tone you have and just your overall preference as far as that goes. But I will say that I think either of them for $49.50, or I think it was $49.50 for MAC products. This hair is driving me nuts. I will say I think they're both a great deal. Both sets are amazing. Okay, you guys, that is it for this video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Are you picking it up? What are your thoughts on the overall line, the collection, all that good stuff? And please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below. I will go ahead and at the end of this video, or right here somewhere, at the very end of the video, a couple things are going to pop up. My face is going to pop up over... Wait, oh shit, I don't know. Anyways, my face is going to pop up maybe right in here, and you can go ahead and click that if you are not subscribed. It'll have you subscribe to my channel. Down here, I think, is the most recent video I did, which would be yesterday's video, which is the other version of this set. And then above is going to be a playlist, and in there you can check out all the videos I've done on all the Mac and Patrick Starrr collabs, which I believe now will be these two videos and his two videos from previous. So you can go ahead and check that out if you are curious. But as always, you guys, please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next one. Me so chic, me so bright as hell, but I kinda like it, kinda love it, kinda liking my purple eyes. Ooh, been an intense purpley smoky eye kind of day. Look at that brow though. Hello, queen, how you doing? Look like The Rock. Okay. So weird.